From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Waiting on you. I'm done.
when we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To the air, May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch. Crazy.
Looking to throw, May. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curl. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A Good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, but big guys leading the way.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco once again. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd and 8.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Yellow, and Riplis. I go on, 80. Hero 15. Yellow. Watch out.
Here's Mahomes to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, 57, 57, 57. 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow. 43. Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
On the return, TreVeyon Henderson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side with Henderson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. TreVeyon Henderson, 42 yards. And the Patriots are able to widen their advantage.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point now for Borregales. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. touchdown. Borregales back out to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 57, attack, attack! Attack, attack! Yellow! Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Ripley, yellow!
Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing here is May. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's May. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
That's good.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Up the middle, here's Henderson. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him diagnose a play and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, 43, 40, attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. He stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. And Diggs has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's May. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To the air, May. This is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Borregales now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
How many years I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Hey, 43! 43!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wait!
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
To kick off for New England.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient.
And this is caught. A big play there for KC. 65 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Yellow!
Pacheco. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
You ain't shit, I swear. You ain't shit. Same old shit for 20 years.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we
They about
are.
to try this shit again.
Sometimes that binds you up so much to try too hard you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. So that'll make this a 10-point game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
Shit ain't gonna help him, nigga.
You know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
What a freaky bitch.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
Check out time.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines.
You ain't shit. I swear, you ain't shit.
Let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
No matter what you do, I got you.
33 yards on the play. 1st down, New England.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs.
Give me something different.
Late at the
Give me nothing different. Anyway.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another 1st down.
This what happened, nigga. You ain't got no user out there. You ain't got no fucking user. Still, all these years. You ain't got no user. I'm not worried about you. If you beat me, it's because I was trying shit. Told you that.
You got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Swing this out to Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 11. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at up to 6. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Morgan back out to see this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And now they've got his man,
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for KC. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They will zoom and pass that number there. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And they get to him quickly as he stops right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal to pick up a 8. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Looking to throw some of the bullets. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Like
It's
a
now
man,
a
like a
10-point
man.
game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up the manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Oh, wrong fucking man.
Not his best throw there. Where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the
They're
field.
bumping the shit out of me, man.
Able to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone.
That shit ain't going.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now his 2nd touchdown in this third quarter. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Playing.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it over to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, May with it. That's complete. He's across midfield. He's still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Boutte, 75 yards. And the Patriots use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country, where these speed limits out there, and he really was the one trying to chase.
Following the touchdown, Morales back out to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown here, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 78 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again in the fourth. Butker now to add the extra point. Now Patrick going to change the play. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Chiefs 32. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Henderson now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Here's May. Under pressure, and down he goes. Leo Chanel, his second sack of the night. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's May. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for the next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
And he hits him in stride. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Lord knows. Lord knows.
Now Mahomes. He's complete to Brown, right side. So we're going 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Seven yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Goal on top. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
It's loud and if you take bang, I want you to be home since motherfucking day. And Lord knows.
Now 1st and goal. It's so tough in these 2-minute drills. You've got to take into consideration he's home.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Mahomes. Quick throw there. It's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That's the starting goal. Mahomes will throw. Swings this in for Hunt. In for the Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Well, so pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
It looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
We still got a little time where we can help the doctor.
It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Gives this complete to Boutte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's back to throw. From the right side, going to be taken in by Henry. He'll hit out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. Watch the drive. It would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Here's first and goal. And Stevenson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. As the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll look to throw.
Oh, shit.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off though as it's intercepted.
Oh, get some passing back.
Plating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They got 2 hands on the football here as they run first down. That's some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they hit the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Mahomes to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's across for the touchdown. And the final minute, that should just about seal it. Just such an important executed touchdown. That caps off what's been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before the season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard in the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to change things up. They look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2-1. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially on the goal line.
It's hard to decide when you pull it off. Are you going to put a smart corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing here is May. And that's caught by Williams. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This is 1st and 10. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. Here's 2nd down. To the air, May. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at the deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away. We're going to throw May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here for him to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. They want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw again. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player on the offensive side of the ball. Those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.